Hello, everybody. This is WizWar100. Woof. You want to introduce yourself, Hitman?
Hitman! Hi.
Yeah. So we're commentating over this LP video we're doing. It might be inspired by some Australian duels, but the game we're playing today, played by me, is FTL, Faster Than Light for PC.
Yeah, and apparently you played it a bit better than me, because you got all the ships, which I never even came close to getting.
Oh, well, on this screen it shows there's two ships I didn't get. I didn't get the crystal ship and the one slug ship. I almost got the crystal ship, but I screwed it up. And for you people out there, you might notice that there's no music. Well, that's because I forgot that there was music and I muted the music, so you're not going to hear it, but maybe you will in the edited version. So what did you think of FTL?
It was interesting, but I don't know. I felt like it got a little repetitive after a while, I should say. And it's funny because I got the Type B Kestrel, and I got the Engi ship, and those are the only two I ever got.
Oh, look, I'm naming the
Oh
two
yes,
bugs based off of I don't know.
I always wanted to have a space bug named after me.
Yes. Well, you're
Thank you
not.
for making that particular dream come true.
Well, you're not the only one, and it's totally not because of Common Rider or anything. But yeah, the goal is kind of repetitive, but the journey through it, I wouldn't say so, because it's always at least a little different. There might be similar instances to this game, but usually it's different. You're not always successful.
Maybe I should elaborate a little bit. What I meant by repetitive was that you'll tend to notice that some of the same things start happening. Like, there'll be a pirate ship with slaves on it. You can buy,
Like this
you have
one.
the option of like buying a slave, something like that. Yeah, there'll be like the standard mantis ships, the standard certain other kinds of ships. I forget there's the slugs, there's mantises,
Slugs, mantises,
there's engi,
NGs,
engi, which are the engi, which are the Vortigons from Half-Life 2, essentially.
and then there's, speaking of Vortigon, there's those green glowy guys. I think they're called Voltron. No, not Voltron. Wrong series. Uh,
Voltrons.
I know there are green glowy, like lime-colored radioactive guys that power your ships.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember them. But anyway, guess we get that when we get to it. And it looks like we're having a bit of a rocky start here.
Yes, some of you people might be wondering why I picked this ship. It's because the Mantis ship comes with everything, and they blew a hole in my thing. I should have activated the drone to protect myself against missiles. But to be honest, I kind of forgot how to play for the first few seconds. But I get better. Oh god, this is bad.
So, so there's Engi on the Mantis ship
Yes.
right now.
By the way, I like to mention that you're gonna see that combo a lot, the NG and the Mantises. I'm like, are these Bamboozle just stalking me? Because I keep seeing them everywhere. And as you can see, that one area is kind of, well, not deflating, but it is running out of air. And they still manage to hit me.
Yeah, this is always the thing. This is why I buy locked doors, as early as possible, so I can manage this kind of thing.
Now, the problem with being Mantises is that they really, really stink at fixing stuff, because they're really slow at it. But they're great fighters, and also because this ship comes with a pre-installed teleporter, and I love invading other people's ship.
Yeah, that's always the best way to get things done, apparently. I mean, I never actually did it myself, but it looks like it's pretty effective based on what you just did.
Yeah, it is, especially when you got really good fighters. And for the whole air decompressioning thing, I'd recommend upgrading your oxygen system so that they create faster oxygen supplies to slow down.
Mhm.
Yeah, you'll know.
Yeah, I always wanted to.
You'll,
I actually only figured out a few ways to deal with people invading me, and one was to try and lure them into the medical center that we're at now, because you get healed.
well, as you fight, and you're pretty much almost.
You get healed as you fight.
Yeah, and especially if you have a level 3 medical bay, which I did get in this run through, because if you're gonna fight, you're gonna really want that.
Yeah, and either that or just sucking the air out of wherever they are.
That also works too, although not quite as fast, but then it wouldn't be fair for you too.
It doesn't. It also doesn't do much against drones, or it doesn't really do anything against drones.
Yes. There's no species that is immune to lack of oxygen. The rock guys kind of last the longest though because they have more health. But even then, here.
They're immune to fire though, which is pretty useful.
Yes, and it helps you with certain events too. Here I'm looking at some upgrades because I realized, oh hey, I have some parts. Now you notice that I'm not fixing that one part in the air vacuum room. I'm just like letting the air revitalize all the other rooms and then opening the door so we don't suffocate in them.
Yeah, that tends to be the way to do it, because the air will like decompress. I'm surprised that they don't have any like realistic decompression effects where you just get like sucked out into space through the tiny crack.
Yeah, kind of like Final Destination, huh? Oh yeah, if you open the doors in the decompressed area to an adjacent room with air, it will let some air into it, so that's a useful tip for fixing rooms. Also, I kind of was considering speeding up the video for like combat and things and like stuff like this, but then I was like, nah, I don't think that'd be a good idea. Oh, hey, speaking of upgrading doors, I upgraded the doors.
Oh, yeah, that's always really helpful.
Yeah, that also helps prevent
What kind of? Sorry, keep going.
I was gonna say the doors just prevent fire, like the higher level they are, so they don't slip through, which is kind of a little weird, but okay.
Yeah, eventually it'll usually slip through, but it helps. So, what kind of ship setup have we got going on here?
Let's see. It's an invader ship, so it comes with a teleporter, which is what I wanted it for. Plus, it helps with certain events. It has a boarding drone and a defense drone to protect against missiles and asteroids, which is very useful, and you'll see me use it a lot.
The defense drones are really good. They can actually shoot enemy boarding droids out of the air.
Oh, which is very useful.
Extremely helpful.
Because boarding droids will always make a hole in your ship, and when they keep consistently doing that, it's really annoying.
Yeah. Games like this are always, I feel like, inherently imbalanced, because what ends up happening is enemies can just use everything on you, and they don't have to worry about being alive for the 10,000 other battles they're going to have to fight.
Oh yeah, because they're living that one moment just for you, and I'm pretty sure that the people who've heard of this game know that once you die, you have to start all over, because it's one of those games where you can't just... When you lose, you go back to a save. No, this game doesn't have that. It does have a save for you to continue your progress, but when you lose, you have to start all over again, which I kind of appreciate, because most games nowadays, you can just go back to a previous save file.
Yeah, and this is the current indie trend of randomized games, where you just kind of go through over and over again. Although, I do find that some of these games can kind of encourage more luck than strategy.
Which I would agree.
Like how Binding of Isaac, for those of you who play it, you'll probably realize that your first victory over the final boss coincides with the first time you happen to find Epic Fetus, which is the most overpowered item ever.
Or the Bible.
Well, the Bible doesn't work on the higher level bosses.
Yeah, but first time you fight Isaac's mom, if you use the Bible, she instantly dies from it, which that also requires luck too, because I got lucky with that.
Yeah. But then if you use the Bible on some of the higher level bosses, they instant kill you.
Yes, that is a very interesting thing, and I've taken up a quest to help capture a ship.
Oh yeah, back to the game.
Yes, let's try not to have a normality here, but yeah. So this quest involves me trying to not destroy the ship, but destroy its crew, and you know what that means? Invading time.
I always just tried to destroy the oxygen systems when that happens.
Oh, that's a good idea too. That's a very good idea too. The only problem is on really weak ships, they kind of die. The ship will get destroyed by your fire.
Yeah. The only ship I ever managed to beat this game with, the setup was it had an ion cannon and the glaive beam. And I would set the ion cannon on auto fire, so it would just take the shields down, and the glaive beam would just slice through everything on the ship.
I thought you were gonna say set phasers to stun.
Well, that would be an option if this game let you do that.
Well, you kind of do have an option. There is an ion. There are ion bombs and ion cannons that stop their systems, and they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, but it also doesn't hurt the crew, which is not what we're going for there.
Yeah, unless there's like a machine race, then that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, they're going to put the Borg in this game. We're going to be even more screwed. This game is pretty difficult as is.
Even on easy, you'll notice in the beginning I played it on easy and not on normal, because on normal you pretty much have to be lucky to like get through. Not to say that there isn't skill involved, but still, it's like normal is hard and easy is normal. It's kind of like Mega Man 2.
Yeah, you always end up like you always end up getting really lucky or really unlucky. Because I mean, what do you even do if you're just stuck without fuel and there's no way to get it, and you're just getting bombarded on all sides?
And you're not getting parts.
There's always the possibility in these games to get really, really, really unlucky and just be completely unable to finish it.
Yeah. But henceforth, the different experiences you have and also the value you hold within the game when you actually succeed. Oh, also my strategy for in each system is to... oh, look, a bribe. I think I might have accepted it. Do I?
Did you take the bribe? Oh, are you going to be the hero? Oh, okay, so...
I was like, I could probably take this ship. But anyways, going back to what I was doing in each galaxy is trying to explore this system as much as possible before the rebels come through. So
yeah, it's interesting the reversal of your expectations that happens in this game is you're playing for the Imperials and not the rebels. Because usually, the rebels are the underdogs, but here the Imperials are.
Yes, it's the backwards Star Wars Star Trekking.
I like how also in this game that sometimes they end up, if you count out the bribe versus how much you got, they end up bribing you with more than they actually had.
Yeah.
Which is a little questionable.
Cheap bastards.
That's why I like, one of the reasons why I like Bethesda games and stuff like that. It's like what you see is what you get. If your enemy has this awesome armor on them.
Yeah, like the Fallout game.
You're gonna get it when you kill them.
The Fallout games, which I still...
there's no real...
Yeah.
There's no real way to see that on their ship. Oh, we've got anti-ship drones.
Which is why I hold the Fallout games in pretty good regards. I don't think I buy anything in the store, because the store had nothing interesting to sell. I never used the firebomb, by the way, even though that is relatively useful.
Actually, that would have helped you on the time where you had to kill the crew.
Huh? Yeah, that
would help you on the time you had to kill the crew.
And spread fire, because when the fire gets going, it gets really dangerous. So
yeah, it's so sadistic to just like watch the other cruiser just like suffocate in silence because there's burning all over the place and they can't fix it.
And it's killing the oxygen, and it does destroy the systems. There is also an achievement for burning them alive with just fire, like setting fire to every room. Easier on the small ships.
Yeah.
As you can see here, the rebels are kind of getting close, so I'm trying to race to get to the exit. And of course.
Okay, tell me you go to the Angie. Oh, good idea. Those nebulae are so ridiculous sometimes. You just can't see anything.
They really screw with your system, so try your best to not go to the uncharted areas, unless later in this run-through you'll see me go to an uncharted nebula, because the other option was just very... I don't want to go through it. But when we get there, I'll tell you.
Yeah, so another thing about this game is like nobody ever bothered to map the galaxy in any way in this game, apparently, because you'll see like you'll run randomly into asteroid fields and stars going supernova, and you'll just be like, hey, wait a minute, there's a faster than light beacon here, but nobody bothered to write down somewhere and put it in your Navicomputer that maybe you might want to avoid this place.
You bring up a good point when you bring that up, because every time I'm traveling, I'll accidentally go into some asteroid fields and supernova. I think I only went through one supernova, and I'm like, oh, if I only knew. But no.
Those are nasty.
Yes, especially if you take really long to, like, if you stay there for too long. I accepted another quest.
Yeah. They just flash fry your systems and put fire on everything. Here's another thing that I mean, like these start to get pretty predictable. Like you'll see, oh, I'm being attacked by a mantis ship, or like, oh, there are pirates attacking. They offer you a bribe to stay away, things like that. there's a very small number of these things.
It is predictable, but I do like the random events, though. Like, it's predictable when it happens, but it's, like, when's it gonna happen? It's kind of like why I used to like playing RuneScape, because I really like the random events.
Those were kind of interesting sometimes, but I hated that game overall.
Yeah, well, it was free, so it's kind of hard to,
It was always hilarious to see people in that game AFK, and then because you had to be out of combat for a certain amount of time to log off, and then they would have a random event just pecking at them.
And like
And then they would end up dying.
like the Dr. Jekyll one. It's like you don't talk to him, and he just like turns into Jekyll, and he tries to kill you.
Or the swarm, where the only thing you can do against it is run away.
And there's no bugs. Actually, there is bug spray in the game, but you can't use it on that.
You can't use it on them, yeah, because that would make too much sense.
Yes. I believe in.
What do the mantis pheromones do?
They let you run a lot faster on your own. They give you faster movement, basically, and that's the bonus with it, which is really nice. Because that means you'll get to places like a lot faster. Like if you're dying from air or fire or burning, you can get to the medical area a lot quicker. Before, like, if you didn't have it, you would have died. Oh, I always get camera level 2 because it lets you spy on the enemy ship.
Yeah, it's pretty useful. That's another thing that makes this game difficult, is that you have to prioritize where your scrap metal goes, because your scrap metal is everything.
I don't know what to say to that.
It's your way to upgrade your ship. It's your way to buy weapons. It's your way to buy fuel. It's your way to buy drone parts. It's everything. So basically, what you have to do. Oh hey, we have another one of those random events.
A slightly more sophisticated ship. And speaking of scrap metals, I gained so much scrap metal. I was like, hey, maybe I should start using some of this.
Yeah, because there's the thing about higher difficulties is not only do you have more to contend with, but you get less scrap metal to do it with it.
Unless you don't ever spend or get really lucky. By the way, I hate defense drones because they're really annoying to deal with, and there's no quick way of doing it. Actually, I wonder do the EMPs like disable them? Like if you shot directly at them and not their signal area.
That's an interesting thought. I don't know. I don't actually know. Maybe if they could accidentally intercept it, but that's very hard to predict.
Oh look, there comes another defense drone, and I blow up his signal area with a bomb, which this is why small bombs are useful, because it just like disrupts their signal, and you're good. Oh, by the way,
right? Yeah, it bypasses everything.
Yes, it does. Also, you kept stealing all the kills, by the way, so you leveled up really, really fast.
Yeah, that's how I work. McKayesser. Ask anybody I play League with, they'll tell you. Yeah, well, the concept of kill stealing in that game is not the most important thing. Like, it's always more important to get the kill than to let the guy.
Yeah, right there you see me looking at our statistics, and I saw that you just, like, leveled up already. Now you do 10% more damage. So not only do the mantises do twice the damage, they also do an extra percentage of damage.
Yeah, this is why I don't usually like to do this, is because of the thing you're showing right now, is that they level up, and then you don't want to risk losing them by sending them off on a dangerous mission.
But like in the event, yeah, because they have like a random chance of dying.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, because pretty much if you lose like half your crew when you get like to like the 3/4 point, you might as well restart, because I can guarantee, or I'm pretty sure you're not going to survive the final fight.
Yeah, the final fight is pretty brutal. But, cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah, especially when you don't know how to deal with it. Like the first time I did it, I thought I was being strategic, but no, the game had like countermeasures to it.
Yeah, at the first I didn't know certain key things about it that you kind of need to know.
Yeah, I think we'll save that for like when we get to the fight, and we'll spoil stuff there, because well, they're gonna watch the battle.
Well, I don't know. If we keep them entertained for long enough.
I know. I mean, this is 2 hours.
Yeah, it's more.
2 hours of uncut content, totally fresh and original.
It's a little bit much to ask, for watching two complete nobodies. But
well, they.
Do you ever bother?
Do I ever bother with what?
My bad. I was gonna ask if you ever bother upgrading the engines.
Oh, the engines? Yes, eventually I do, but at this point, I don't have any pilots, so it would be kind of pointless. I just let my drone do all the protecting, and I get lucky and not get zapped when I searched a drone pile. It's always a risk, but it's not that big of a risk.
Yeah, the random events in this game can be really good, or they can be really bad, depending on what happens.
You'll notice that I'm using the power bars up so that I'll have energy for when I need them. Oh look, it's those two again, the Mantis and the Engie again.
Yeah, the Mantis and the Engie, I guess, are having some severe problems with each other. Send them to space couples counseling.
Engie and Mantis, they got space problems.
Yeah. What?
Oh, and my drone complete.
Yeah, it's also if you look, the Engie ship just like leaves you to deal with the Mantis. It's like, yeah, screw you. You know what? I don't particularly care. I'm just out to save my own skin. There was an option to hunt them down and kill them.
Yeah, and that would give you access to a ship, I believe. And also, every time like the enemy has a missile, that's when I turn on the drone. You don't want to keep turning on your drones because they take up drone parts. I was here thinking about upgrading the teleportation, but I'm like, I don't really need to get them back now.
Do you ever get the drone recovery arm item?
No, I didn't. It did appear, but I was like, at that point I had like much better items like the long range scanner and this one other item. I don't remember what it was. It was the attachment that lets you shoot faster. Like it loads up their weapons by 15%.
Yeah, that's definitely way more important.
Yeah. Oh yeah, these scavenger ships. These things are a little annoying to take down if you don't have weapons on your ship or you don't have a boarding drone, because you can't send your guys on the ship because they'll just die of air.
Yeah, they'll die of not having air.
Yeah, but these things usually don't have shields, but the annoying thing is when they have a cloaking device, and I noticed that the one thing I don't have in this run was a cloaking device, and the cloaking device is pretty useful.
I never actually bothered trying to use it.
It's because it makes you invincible or invulnerable for 10 seconds, 20 if you upgrade to the max, and that's pretty useful against the final boss. Well, pretty much anything, because nothing hits you. Strangely,
yeah, I guess you could do that when the final boss has his like power spikes.
Yes,
because that does happen.
But in this run, you'll find that you don't really need it, although it would have helped a little.
Yeah, and one reason I like lasers is because, they don't use up anything.
Yeah.
But back to what I was saying, the drone recovery arm, it basically, if your drones aren't destroyed at the end of a mission, you get the drone parts back, which is pretty helpful if you're going on a very drone-heavy strategy.
Yep, but that only applies to certain drones. Like the defense drone doesn't get. I've never seen them get destroyed. Here you see me selling the firebomb because I already got one. Why do I need another one? Unless I guess I like to set the world on fire. And here I think I buy.
The defense drones do get destroyed.
And here I buy an NG because I figured I should have someone on ship to watch.
Oh, so he's an engineer.
Yes.
Is he the engineer?
Yes, he's the engineer. Well, for now, he's the pilot.
Teleporter going up.
Erecting our dispenser.
Put the dispenser here. God, that was the worst impression ever. Anyway, moving on. So, you got the parts for the engine that allow auto evasion, right?
Oh, did I? I don't think I did. No, I didn't, because
Okay, I'm pretty sure. I thought upgrading it allowed you to do that.
yeah, upgrading allows you to do it, because first upgrade lets you have a 1/4 chance of it dodging by itself, and when you upgrade it to max, it gets half chance of dodging. It's I wouldn't say it's vital, but you know, if you're into that, that's cool.
That extra layer of defense, your last line, you can just, move out of the way. I always hated actually playing with those triple lasers because it seemed like they never actually hit the way they should be doing.
Yeah, but if you take out their engines, they can't dodge because you got no engines to dodge.
Yeah, I usually prioritize you just take out the shields, but it seems like you don't even have to do that because you got the boardings. Lamp rope. Bombs. Okay, so we've got a rock ship going on right here.
Ah, wait.
Oh, the Mantis homeworlds.
Yes, I decided to visit, and I apparently meet the event where you unlock the ship I have. Well, not this one, but the A version of it. Oh, and here I decided not to send my crew in there. If you had a rock soldier, you just instantly get stuff. So I just decided to dock right next to him, and you might get a chance of someone joining you.
Yeah, I remember the whole ship where the rock can put out the fires.
Yeah, because he's immune to it. And here's one of those events where I didn't know this was gonna be a sunbathing spot with a supernova, and I try to end the battle as quickly as I can.
People just randomly decide to attack you in a supernova zone. It's like, what are you doing?
Because it's more challenging. And you know what's kind of weird? If they've been waiting for me here, shouldn't their ship be on fire?
Yeah, sure, they should be practically destroyed unless they have some kind of advanced shielding.
Oh,
in case it shouldn't hurt them.
There should be like a here I'm trying to drown them of air. Here I'm trying to
Oh yeah, they're invading you.
Yeah, because they got teleporters. But you know, that gives a thought. I mean, shouldn't there be like a heat shielding item that you can get, and maybe there'd be a fire world or something, and maybe you'd have an alien.
It'd be really situational.
I know, but like, you know, maybe there's a fire world, and you can have like these fire people, like when they invade, they set like the enemy ship on fire when they attack.
God, that would suck.
Yeah, that would suck, but that's a thought.
Yeah, I think this game just needs more random events.
Yeah.
Like more chance things that can happen to make it varied. Because if you start playing, you'll be like, oh, hey, it's the event where the Mantis ship is chasing the Engie ship again. Or, hey, it's those people trapped on the
it gets a little
it's on fire again.
It is still random, but it does get a little predictable when it happens, unless you're talking about the crystal event, which that one's tough.
Which just never happens.
It's really, really difficult. I was trying to see if I can get it on this run, but nope. And here's a situation where I use the doors to suck out the oxygen so the fire disappears. The fire shouldn't even start when the area is deprived of oxygen.
Yeah, if it's completely out of oxygen, the fire should suffocate itself.
Yeah, because there's nothing to burn.
Yeah, there's no air. It takes a surprisingly long amount of time for that to happen, or for there to be fire in the vacuum of space.
Oh yes, and oh right. The supernova hits you with radiation and it like fries your engines. That's right. Yeah, I was like, is it shooting fireballs? It's like, oh wait, no, space radiation.
Yeah. There you just use the open all doors on the inside button, which you'll use maybe like twice when you play this game.
Engine out, and if you leave the fire to do its thing, it destroys the engine as I have let that happen, but I wasn't gonna send someone in there yet. Man, look at the Mantis.
Not the way I play the game, actually. Interesting.
Look at the Mantis ship. It's like barbecue.
Oh yeah, it's like all on fire, and there's like the two people in there are just barely alive.
Yes, they don't.
I'm trying to fix it.
I love it when they don't have a medic bay.
What might the conversations be like on there? It's like, Murphy, we're going down.
I told you we should have gotten a medic bay. Look, we're dying now. How come we don't have fire extinguishers? Oh wait, they do.
Go fix the teleporter. It's like, but wait a minute, the engine room's flooded. But wait a minute,
It's on fire. The engine room's on fire. We can't jump. Oh, we should have like invested in the medic bay or some other stuff. Oh, we're such idiots. Well,
or maybe we have fire extinguishers on our ship.
oh, what was that, Phil?
Maybe, I don't know, design it more efficiently?
Well, what was that? Like, what about the rock ship? It should be immune to fire. Because that'd be cool.
Yeah, you'd think, but
That'd be kind of cool.
I guess you wouldn't, if you were the rocks, you wouldn't bother making it immune to fire, because, you know, you're already immune.
Well, your ship will still get destroyed by the fire. And here...
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna, like, extinguish all the fire, but I was like, I'm not staying in the supernova any longer. Oh, here I find a mantis pod. And these are kind of interesting to open.
Yeah, because they can either kill one of your guys, or...
Yeah, I got lucky with this one. I forgot what jet setting it was, but then I was like, oh, wait, yeah, I want to pry it open. I always pry it open, even if I lose a guy, because, you know, potential of getting new friends. And we got another mantis. And you know what that means? More invading up the butthole. What was that?
Oh, sorry, go on. I didn't mean to interrupt.
More invading of the butthole. Hey, when did I get a human?
That was a while ago. He's been piloting your ship this whole time.
Oh. They're...
As mantises, we're clearly superior and don't notice the humans that are beneath us.
Yes, this is what happens when you're a bug.
Yeah, you'll end up... What's funny is you also get, like, suspiciously human names out of a lot of the mantises. Like, there'll be a mantis called Bob, or there'll be Mantis Vincent.
And here's an event where someone's playing a trick, and the mantis was pretending to be a hostage, and I didn't believe him. And guess what? He's gonna get killed by me and...
Yeah, he invades you.
Yeah. How you know what
That awkward moment when
your trick doesn't work? By the way, I always wondered, like, if I killed all the inhabitants of, like, the enemy ship, couldn't I steal their ship?
I guess you could, but I don't see why you would.
More ships!
Yeah, I guess you could have like a whole flotilla going to, you know,
Yeah.
to go warn the Empire.
But I guess that would also make it a little bit more complicated, too, for the combat system, so, they probably did it more for gameplay. But you know what it would have been kind of neat?
What would have been kind of neat?
You know how the rebels tracking you, and sometimes you will leave a signal that will like attract them to you. What an idea I thought of was like, what if you can put like a fake beacon on like the enemy ship, and the rebels go there to try and locate it, and then it's like, oh, this was just a decoy. God damn it!
Yeah, or even better, they could think you're dead, and that they don't have anything to worry about anymore, and they could stop chasing you.
Oh, that's true, but then again, I assume that... Oh, here, I maxed out my medic bay because it's awesome. I guess they're looking for a very specific ship, though. Because I'm the only one that has this type of ship in the entire galaxy. I have the limited...
That exact type of ship.
I have the limited edition Mantis probing ship called the Invader.
Oh, okay. So I guess they... Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore? Back in my day, made ships right.
Back in back in the 90s.
Okay, so now we're invading the ship again. Another ship that doesn't have a med bay.
Yes, and it's the same one with an NG and a Mantis. What is this? They should make a show.
So they're working together again, is basically what we're saying.
Except this time they have 2 more Mantises.
So what we're actually seeing here is just a heartwarming tale of redemption and friendship, as the Engi and the Mantis resolve their differences.
Yes, and the reincarnation of two best friends playing games.
Exactly. That's what's going on here. It's a magical experience. When is Disney going to make a movie about this stuff?
And for some reason we were losing that fight. Oh, thank God for a pause button too, because if this game didn't have a pause button, this game would have just been like so much micromanaging.
It's extremely hectic. It's why I can't play RTS games, is because they require too many things for you to pay attention to at one time.
And you have to react.
I just can't do it. Because invariably when I play an RTS game, I always end up discovering that there's a certain thing that I should have paid attention to that I didn't, and that just screws me over.
Speaking of paying attention to, I know there were keyboard shortcuts on this game, but it's like, I don't remember.
Yeah, might as well just click. A lot of times I play games like this with just one hand, just using the mouse. So
while you can watch
to bother using the keyboard. That's how lazy I am.
Yeah, and you can also watch Echo the Dolphin speedrun on one screen in the background.
Oh yeah, the Echo the Dolphin speedrun. It's my permanent. Just permanently playing on my computer.
Oh, speaking of Echo the Dolphin, I got the Sega Genesis 80 games in one, and it has Echo the Dolphin in it.
That's nice. You showed me that the other day.
Yes, but I bet our viewers didn't know that.
Right, so we're informing them of our wonderful game libraries and how they're growing.
Yes, it also plays Sega Genesis cartridges too, which is great. There's also the Atari version, or the Atari game system too, of 80 games, or set number of games in it, but you can't put Atari games into it. So yeah.
Yeah. If I ever came into some money, I always wanted to buy one of those arcade machines that have just like a ton of games on them. I bet you've seen them if you've been to like any kind of modern arcade, where they have the old arcade games like the SNES era, only slightly better than the SNES arcade games. They have just like hundreds of them packed into one.
Oh yeah, that too. I was thinking of the Neo Geo Gold when you mentioned that. Oh, here's where I buy all.
Neo Geos are just so expensive.
Here's where I buy all the upgrades: the long-range scanner and the automatic reloader. With the long-range scanner, I can now not accidentally go into a supernova. Very, very useful. There are better stuff.
You'd think they put that kind of thing. You'd think that would be like a standard issue for any ship in the galaxy, because you'd kind of want to not run into supernovas.
Yeah.
This is like dystopian space travel, where there's like no warning for anything.
Yep, it's just, oh, well, I guess it's cheaper that way. I really should have sold the missiles, because they use the Hermes missile because they use up too much power to, like, use. But they do a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's like 3 points of damage, right?
Yeah, 3 points of damage, but it requires 3 bars of energy, too. And here,
See, what I usually... Oh, go on.
Oh, wait, here's the event where you can get a Mantis ship if you have a Mantis on you and you communicate with the other guys. But you also need a teleporter and a high-level medic bay for this event to happen, or for you to get the ship. So, yeah, this is where I meet Kazai. Or Kazak. The Mantis.
So your goal here is to disable the enemy ship?
No, no, this was just a random event.
Okay. So you meet that guy. Right, and that helps you get the ship?
Yeah, you have to save him, basically. And he feels like he feels, what was it?
Indebted to you.
Yes, he feels in debt to you. Hence, wanting to work for you and then give you plans to the ship, which, thank you, Kazak. I have this wonderful ship that I'm invading you back with. I hope you didn't know that your past self told me that. But you were saying before.
We're gonna actually put him in the end credits for this video. You make this run possible. Thank you, Kazak.
Well, he does get credits when you.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's.
Well, look at you. Well, look at you spoiling it. Now we know. But we can't we can't reveal what's gonna happen to Kazak.
Oops. Oh well.
You don't see like the Breaking Bad or the people in charge of Breaking Bad. You don't see like Vince Gilligan in like the commentary for the first episode being like, "Oh, by the way, guys, here's how Gus Fring dies."
Whoa, do you want me to put bleeps and bloops over it, and so it's like burp, burp. It's like, oh, now they don't know.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, you might as well bleep out my Breaking Bad spoiler too. It's probably not a great surprise to anybody at this point.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm just gonna bleep blue.
Quadramantis invasion.
Yes, it's perfect because this is the best invasion team. Second to, or the Rocks are second because they have a lot of health, but they're really.
The Psychomantises. Psychomantis squad.
They are. They're experts in pyrotechnics and telekinesis. Oh wait, no, they're just really fast and also do double damage. Here I think
the enemies don't think to plug their controller into a different port, so obviously,
yeah,
they're gonna die.
and they don't have the luxury of a pause button. All right, here I was oh, thank God I fixed it. But here I'm tempting fate by like trying to get to the exit before the rebels catch up, and I don't think I make.
Pretty sure you'll be able to.
No, I don't make it.
Oh no, you're in the zone.
Is it the danger zone? Yeah, and I hate.
Okay, we're bleeping that out too, by the way.
What?
We're bleeping out you singing too.
What? No.
Just fix it all in post.
Yeah, okay. It'll just be like bleep, 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 bleep. But yeah, I don't like these rebel.
But getting back to these events.
Yes, I don't like these rebel events because you get nothing from them. You just get one fuel to escape, which really sucks.
Yeah, that way you can never actually get completely stuck because you always get fuel to escape.
Yeah, this game doesn't really let you explore. It kind of hurries your ass up. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish they saved
that poor human.
Yes. He's suffocating.
That awkward feel when you just show up on the enemy ship and there's like 3 mantis men ready to kick your ass.
And claw you, rip you to shred like Dead Space.
Yeah, pretty much.
By the way, these guys are annoying because they have medic bay, which, well, they're being smart about it, but I still don't like them for it. So while he's healing himself, I'll just destroy everything else. Or maybe I'll just blow up his room.
It's interesting. Blowing up everything. This dude's like just hanging around, just chilling in the med bay, trying to get some health back while his entire ship is crumbling around him.
And then a hot bomb falls in, and it's like, what the boom?
And I was trying to fix it so the med bay will heal him again, and he's just, I don't know.
But it's on fire, so he can't fix it, because he has to extinguish it, and that's...
Nowhere to hide. Yeah, you see, you're playing the game actually a lot differently than I would, because what I usually do is
Wait, hang on. You see right here? There's a slug-controlled nebula, and then there's the Uncharted. I went through the Uncharted because the slugs are bastards.
I don't remember much about the slugs. What do the slugs do?
Okay, when you meet them, they disable one of your systems. And the one time I was playing, I had my oxygen level at 1, like, just 1 bar. They disabled my oxygen, and I can't fix that, so... Basically, I was timed on how long before my crew suffocated. So, that's why whenever I go into a slug nebula, you want to have a slug with you too.
Right, so they can help counteract it?
Yes. A little bit. Like, it's better. It's one of the better than nothing. And aside from that, also having better upgrades, like, because they'll disable one of your systems, which you don't want that to happen.
And if it's your weapon system, I guess you might as well just throw your hands up.
Yeah. And here I can't carry that thing to sell, which disappoints me, so I had to drop the small bomb. But yeah, you were saying...
I'm thinking, what are you doing? You already have a small bomb.
I know, but who knows? Maybe I want to simultaneously put bombs everywhere. Never thought about that, actually. I just need one. Oh, so what were you saying before I interrupted you about that thing I wanted to tell earlier about, like, when to go into an Uncharted nebula?
Okay, well, basically I was just saying that you're playing the game way differently than what I would usually do. Because what I tend to do is I'll get my first 3 or 4 crew members and I'll assign them each to a separate system, like the shields, the pilots, the weapons, and then I'll let them level up. Because I don't usually like to risk anybody in those kind of raiding strategies. But then again, I don't have this ship, so I guess I can't.
Yeah, you want good soldiers fighting in it.
Yeah, I believe the Kestrel 2 was the one I kept trying to use, like the alternate model Kestrel. I don't actually remember which ship this was, but it kind of gets like a super weapon attached to it.
Oh, that's the... I know what you're talking about. It's when you beat the game once it unlocks. It's the Federation ship.
Yeah, it's a beam.
It cuts through everything.
Yeah, it's like a beam that cuts through shields.
It's awesome. However, you can't aim it. So, if it hits something you don't want it to hit, well, you have no control over that.
It's just so slow, and I don't know. It never tends to be that useful.
Well, it's an alternate weapon, and it's not like your main weapon.
Yeah, so you can just keep it on while you're fighting. Might end up helping you out, might not.
Yeah, just like it's like a random attachment. Here I was checking the drones, and I think I bought a laser here. I do have the money, or maybe I said to myself, I'll just save it for some better stuff. Oh wait, I was checking the requirements. That one takes three bars of powers to work. When you buy weapons, make sure you don't get the really... Oh wait, never mind. Well, thank you, me. I just completely went against what I said afterwards.
Yeah, don't get the ones that used up too much power because you won't actually be able to use them.
Yeah, especially when they take out your weapons and you can't fire it, especially when it's almost fully charged.
Yeah, it'll be like almost fully charged, and then they'll take out the one last bar that you need to run this thing, and then all of a sudden it'll just get completely shut down. You have to start over from the very beginning, and then they'll just get to wail on you while it happens.
Or they can throw an ion bomb or whatever and just like stop it right there. By the way, always at least leave one room so that, well, for one, you can sell something and also have room to get some other stuff, weapons.
You just pick up things that happen to show up.
Yeah, because you don't want to be in that situation where it's like, oh, which one do you want to dump? And it's like, ah, oh, damn it, I should have sold this at the store so I would have at least have more room to carry this stuff to sell some more. Which is what happened to...
How often are we actually going to use the ion bomb?
I never used it. It's useful, but not over the ones that do physical damage.
Yeah, I like how each ship encourages like different strategies and different ways to play the game. Like the Engi ship has an ion beam combined with an anti-ship drone. So you use your anti-ship drone, like teleport it over to the other ship, and then use the ion bombs to take out the shields.
Speaking of Engi, that's the Engi and Mantis duo. It's Engi and Mantis.
Why are they have this like partnership going on? Like what about the Engi and Mantis makes them natural allies?
Maybe it's a contract.
Yeah, I guess they have allied themselves. The wonderful duo of Vortigaunts and bug people.
Yeah. While I was playing, I was like, what's with these garbanzo beans showing up over and over again?
It's pretty much what they look like.
I kind of wish there were more, I kind of wish you had, you could hire more crew members, but you can only have up to 8. Oh, these guys bump...
Oh, I never got close to that.
Anyways, I bump into these guys, and they're like, hey, asshole, there won't be a next time we'll kick your ass. And I was like, oh, I'm not taking that.
They will not accept surrender.
Oh, and they decide to teleport into the teleportation room. Genius.
They teleport into the teleport room where they're outnumbered 2-1.
Yes, they're so getting their ass kicked, and they do.
Yeah, the only way I could think to deal with invaders is to try and lead them into the med bay where you get healed while you're fighting them, so you're basically invincible.
Which is a smart plan, if only there was a way to actually lead them.
Yeah, because they just end up destroying every system on the way. It's impossible to actually get them to go there.
And you'll notice that we can't see anything on our ship and or their ship because we're in a nebula. And, well, we can't see... Well, it disables your cameras. But if you had a slug, you can feel for the life force like the Force.
You see the little dots on their ship.
Too bad you don't carry lightsabers. That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah. Which race would you make the best Jedis?
I don't know, maybe it's like they get certain bonuses with like the lightsabers. Definitely not the rocks, because they're a little too slow.
I don't know. I think the best Jedi would probably be the Engi.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, look.
Engi and Mantis again.
Yes.
I don't understand. Like, this is like a soap opera. It's like at first they're fighting each other, and now they're trying to like get back together and go out and raid the galaxy together, and we're just crushing their hopes and dreams by killing them over and over again.
Yes, and the sad thing is these guys were asking for it because they were like, oh, you pricks! The next time we meet, I'm gonna kick your ass. And I'm like, oh, is that a challenge? Oh, guess what? It's Engi and Mantis dinner tonight. Oh, you know.
Yeah. Although we're kind of like that. I guess we're a bit hypocritical, but we're Engi Mantis human. Just the one human in a bunch of weird aliens. Gotta be awkward being that guy.
We're slightly more diverse than you, and you notice I have 200 scraps with me now, so I figured I should start upgrading.
It's pretty huge.
Yes, I believe I had like over 1,000 at the end.
I usually prioritize shields also when I level up, just so I have more of a buffer.
Here's a tip. Here's a little tip for shield. You only really need 3 bars of shield, but it does help if you have a 4th one. But you don't need that 4th.
Yeah, you don't need it, but I like to have it just because I usually like to, not lose anything from fight to fight.
Yeah, you want at the very bare minimum 2 shields, and at a pretty non-beneficial and non-negative benefits 3 shields, and 4 if you want that, and which I do get eventually because it does help a lot. Oh, and here's one of those like cloaking ships. There's one of these cloaking ships, and I hate these.
Yeah, because basically they charge their weapons for 10 seconds, and there's nothing you can do to stop them.
And they can charge while they're cloaked, but you can't do anything. So I take out its cloaking device and send my drone on board. So even if I'm not even if I can't do anything to hit them, my drone will at least do something.
Yeah, we got the triple heavy lasers going on here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's pretty destructive.
It is. It does a decent amount of damage too. Highest I think was 4, but not for lasers, like just for a weapon in general.
Oh really? What was that weapon?
It was a missile.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because only the missiles I think did the most damage, but like not in a total run, because the Gav lasers, or whichever ones, the ones that do 2 damage, if you can get them to move in like a really good pattern for a room, they can do up to 8.
It's pretty massive.
Yeah, but
even if you nick like the very slightest edge of a room, you still get the damage for that room with a beam weapon.
Yeah. However, I don't use them because they take a long time to charge, and they can't damage shields, because you can have one shield defending you, and like it blocks all laser beams.
Yeah, except the glaive beam, which does 2 damage. So if you only have one shield, it'll slice through and still do 1 damage.
Oh, really? Is that the case? No, I'll need to look into that.
Yep, that's how it works.
I'll have to look into that next time I play.
Oh, okay, so we've got another one of these automated ships.
Yes. Does it have... No, it doesn't have cloaking. This is the one that doesn't have the connecting rooms, which sucks.
Yeah, that sucks for like your boarding drone.
Yes, it does. So I'm just hoping that he goes into the right room that really helps. I think he goes into the weapons room. Oh, yeah!
That's good enough. Go, my drone.
He got into the weapons room, which will, at least destroy their weapons, so...
Yes, they can't attack you. The neat thing about these guys, also, they can't, recover. They can't repair themselves.
Oh, actually they can. But it's, very slow.
Really?
Yeah, but it's very slow, so... You'd have to be really bad at these fights to, like, let them have that happen. And here I'm trying to synchronize my laser shots.
Yeah, because you want them to hit in close...
Quick succession.
Yeah, quick succession so that they can take out the shields.
Yeah, because if one shot takes too long, the shields will, by that time, regenerate, so...
Yeah, it just sucks when that ends up happening. Yeah, and see how your lasers just miss?
It's because it's small and light and fast, that's why it misses, so try to hit the engine is what I would say. And I accidentally turned off the double laser because I was trying to do something. That was ingenious of me.
God, this is gonna take a while because your lasers never hit. That's my experience with triple lasers; they just don't hit.
That's true, but when you take out the engines, they can't dodge, so you'll always hit. I think I took out the the shields are gone now, so now I'm aiming for the engines.
Engines and the drones, so you can remove that annoying guy pecking at you occasionally.
Yes, but he can't do anything because he isn't doing enough damage to be a threat.
They also seem to like wander aimlessly around your ship. They're just like, okay, I'm gonna shoot here, I'm gonna shoot here. Like, I don't know, they have weird angles for all their shots.
And I get a breach bomb, and this thing is very, very helpful. Definitely get the breach bombs, Mark II if you can, because it really helps in the final battle.
Yeah, I would imagine that it would, because there's so many personnel on that.
It's because it does a lot of damage to personnel, and it instantly takes out a room.
Right.
Because it does so much damage.
Randomness.
Yes, because if you used other bombs, it would like partially damage them, which, well, that's helping, but not enough.
I guess we're making a beeline for the exit now.
Yeah, the really terrible thing about the really terrible thing about the nebula is that there's nothing interesting to find there.
Yeah, it's the same background every time.
Yeah, and I get another crew because I guess I saved somebody, I forget. And we get another mantis. We have 5 mantises now, so I'll have someone on board to protect.
God.
It's kind of ironic. The ship's called the Invader. I also noticed that the nebula is screwing with the screen.
Yeah, the nebula just makes everything screw up. It screws up your recording software. That's actually part of the game. They don't want you to do it.
It's true.
Oh, we're actually pretty close to the end now. Like halfway through.
It actually didn't end as fast as I thought. But yeah, the rebel nebula. Try not to go there because nothing interesting happens there either. Some might say there is, but I say no.
So we're going here because there's a distress signal going for me?
No, there's just a ship that I can fight, and there's a potential for getting scraps. So I just get into a lot of bar fights. I mean space fights.
Yeah. If you're really far ahead, that's what you end up doing, is you just look for battles. Get more stuff, get farther ahead.
Yes, because you want stuff. You gotta get the stuff, because the stuff's important. All the stuff.
Yeah, stuff is good. That's what we've learned here. Wait, they just teleport a bomb into space next to your ship?
Yeah, they missed the coordinates. I kind of could believe that, but at the same time, I'm like, how do you miss that? Because I'd assume if you teleport something, it would be that it's a lot more accurate than shooting a missile, because you can dodge that.
Yeah, Scotty the Saint beaming stuff down. I like how they're still working on that. Were they working for that entire fight?
Yeah. I didn't send anyone on the ship.
Yeah, because suffocate and die.
And here I'm trying to rearrange us so that me and Hitman are on the top. Top priority, top filling, on top of things.
Yeah, we were here first, man. Seniority. That's the way to go.
And we actually end up being the best in the group.
Yeah, because we already have a lot of fighting experience.
Yes, thank you for kill stealing all my stuff. Of course, I don't really mean that.
Well, I let you get some later, because obviously you leveled up too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just took you a while longer. Yeah, just bombard them with lasers until they die.
Yep, because usually they don't have shields. Usually, but not always. Because I guess that'd be a lot of money wasted on that, such a small scouting ship.
I like how the last ship that you went up against that had shields also had the disjointed rooms, so your boarding droid couldn't destroy it. So it's like maximum annoyance, all packed into one ship.
Yes, I'm surprised they just didn't send that all the way and like just load them up with missiles. And that's another thing. They have infinite missiles.
Yeah, they never run out. That's the game logic is NPCs never run out of ammo.
Makes me wonder, why can't I steal the missiles off like these guys?
Yeah, just steal their infinite missile creation synthesizers.
Yep. Actually, that's a thought. Maybe they make their own ammo on the ship.
Yeah, maybe there's like a factory off screen that they're just like hundreds of Engi children slaving away.
Actually, there is a planet full of Engi children that if you don't have an Engi to communicate with, they kind of just mumble to you. And if you're lucky, they'll show you a place where someone's been in a cryogenic state. Kind of
And then you can recruit them.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh god. Just blitzkrieg.
I send in maximum invasions, and the rebels are of course racists because they're all humans.
Right. They're the Cerberus in this game.
I guess.
The Mass Effect Cerberus.
Ah, okay, yeah.
The pro-human group.
Are you pro-life or pro-choice?
Pro-life, pro-choice, pro-human, pro-mantis.
I'm pro-shut the hell up.
Oh, you managed to get past both their shields.
Yes. So it's not just all sitting back and watching it. You got to get involved into it, which is what I like about these combat systems. It is pretty hectic.
There's definitely many options to what you do.
Yeah, so I'm trying to. I think I took out the. No, the droid signal is still up, so I'm trying to take it out to stop their medic droids.
Right, because they're doing some damage to your ship.
Wait, the medic droids?
No, I mean there's like a little anti-ship droid.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's doing little, but in the end it adds up. Oh, that heavy laser mark.
Shot by shot by shot.
Yeah, and opening opportunities. So I take out the medic bay so that he can't heal. Always go for those. Like whatever you do, don't let your enemies recover. So it's an onslaught of.
Some pro strategies coming on here.
Yeah, pro tip, pro choice. Anyways, the heavy mark lasers, like, damn, they charge up fast.
Yeah, especially when you have the ammo reloader you got earlier.
Oh yeah, definitely, and also having someone man the weapons too. That makes it even faster.
Especially if they're the same person manning the weapons, because they get better and better as you go on.
Yes, I believe it goes up to. It was 20%, like faster, loading up. It was something.
That's really nice.
It was something relatively nice, yeah, so that also helped. That's why you also try to not get the weapons that take a long time to load. Cause then or else you'll have like the Duke Nukem game.
Oh, where you have weapons that take too long to load?
No, the loading screen takes a long time and you just lose interest.
Oh, okay. Whoosh. That's the sound of the joke going over my head. Oddly enough, I have a copy of Duke Nukem Forever, but I haven't played it because I heard that it was bad.
There's the PC one, which is better.
I got the PC one.
And my ship.
I bought it for like.
Huh?
I bought the game for like $10 the same year it was released.
Oh, jeez, $10. Yeah, that's what I got mine for. John St. John, I did not. Yeah, or go on.
Same with the Alone in the Dark game. Went down to like $10 the same year it was released. Not the most successful of games.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, John St. John, I did not buy Duke Nukem for $6.99. I bought it for $9.99. That's $3 more.
What was he complaining about people buying?
No, he's fully aware that people like are buying the games in bargain bins for $6, and he threatened to kick me in the balls, like jokingly, of course. But then I was like, "But I bought mine for $10." That
John St. John, for people who don't know, is the voice of Duke Nukem, and this guy and his fellow con-goers met him one day.
Yes, or for 3 years. He's also the voice of San Diego 6 News, which you might like to go watch. But I'm not in San Diego, so that does not matter.
If you're in San Diego, yeah.
Sorry, John. There are just some things I don't do.
Right. Imagine if you had like video game fans in San Diego, you know, Duke Nukem's voice in the radio.
It's actually funny. In one of his he got invited on like the San Diego 6 News, and he was telling like how everyone recognizes him at the con, but when he goes back to home in San Diego, nobody knows who he is.
Yeah, just such an obscure thing. I like hear how you try to put out the fire in the door room, but it ends up being screwed up because there's a fire in the door room, so you can't open the doors.
Yeah, or else like I'll suffocate the two people, my two engineers.
Yeah, you've also got your guys up chilling over there because don't want to be in them back yet.
Wait, is that a mantis there just like bleeding to death?
Yeah, that there he is. Is he just?
I think I'm just chilling in the ship to like waiting for it to burn down.
Wait for that one last guy to die.
Well, yeah, but I was kind of waiting for the ship to like burn. Wait, no, the battle's over. I can't have this screen up if that's happening.
Oh, I was gonna say you made him a deal where he could end it on his own terms, and now he's just sitting over there, like contemplating his life. But no, we had to ruin it.
Oh wait, I remember now. No, they surrendered. That's
Oh.
right. That's how you can have them there. I was waiting for
The one last guy with 0 health surrendered.
yes. Smart choice. However, I wanted to see him burn, but then I was like, oh wait, I'm recording right now. I shouldn't do this.
You wait until the exact last second, so I guess that's pretty smart.
Yeah, when his ship's on fire and he has no medic bay to heal himself.
Yeah, so what do we actually spare him from? Because he's just gonna burn to death.
He's gonna die. I should have ended his misery, but I was like, you know what? My ship's on fire too, so let's just make a deal. Oh, see, there's a drone recovery arm I was talking about, but I didn't buy it because, well, automatic reloader is better, long range is lower, Tetris attack was better.
The Tetris attack was better.
Go suck a dick, Blondie.
It was better than this game, clearly.
Well, it's so good that ANC, this gaming store that I sometimes on occasion goes to, they have it on for tournaments.
Tetris attack tournaments.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would love that. I like playing Tetris in like a competitive sense.
Yes.
It's like really fast paced.
Fast-paced puzzle action game. Which
Yeah, I mean that game on that Facebook game, Tetris Battle. Challenge my friends to it all the time. I'm like higher level than them, so I start off with like 10 bars.
and you have like your F keys all set to certain special abilities.
Well, no, I just spacebar to make it fall down faster.
Yeah, that's also another tip. What was it? And Super Street Fighter HD Puzzle Fighter is, it's not that great. I mean, it's definitely colorful, but it's no Tetris attack.
Now, we are really shooting from topic to topic here.
Yeah, we are.
Anyway, look, yet another rebel drone we're fighting. Look how exciting this is.
Not with the disjointed room, but another like cloaked device, which is really annoying and it drags the fights on. I wish you could. Well, yeah, you could disable it, but I don't have a.
Your drone is horrifically slow too. It's just like, bam, 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 bam. Just so slow. Give that guy like a machine gun give it like a machine gun laser or something like that. He's stick with like the laser pistol.
Yeah, he's just chilling. He's just like, I'm a shooting, no hurry. Can't we upgrade them to like shoot Gatling lasers? That'd be cool. It'd be like RoboCop 3.
The security bots in Fallout 3.
Oh yeah, that too.
Or the upgraded Securitrons. God, these fights are so boring.
Yeah, you see why I was contemplating on speeding some of these fights up, but it was like, no, you got to experience it.
Gotta experience the full pleasure of this game.
Yes, you're gonna get maximum full pleasure. It's gonna be faster than light. Hey, that kind of describes some of the short sessions you guys have. But let's not go any deeper into that.
Of course.
Speak.
Okay, so at least this hull's down to 1 point.
Yes. Too bad they don't understand the purpose of surrendering. So.
Yeah, the automated ship doesn't quite need to surrender.
Oh, there we go. Now it's gone. Jeez.
They break apart in exactly the same.
And you know what? It gives me a long-range scanner too. Except I break it into parts. It's ironic. They've been giving me long-range scanners all the time. I wonder if that's some subtle long-range joke.
Yeah, and I never get long-range scanners at all in my game.
Yeah, it's definitely like...
My range is forever short.
Yeah, everyone has a short long-range scanner. Oh, and you see me meeting one of these things. One of those events where you can either attack it to download data or just destroy it. I just destroy it because I was like, I don't want to do this. Let's just quickly get this over with. And of course I pick another fight with these people.
With the rebels.
Yes, and the only...
I'm pretty sure you'll kill them pretty fast if you...
Oh, look! The medic... Here's that thing you were talking about fighting in the medical bay. Yeah, very advantageous.
Yeah, they send a boarding drone, but they send it to the worst possible place for it to be.
Yes, and even if the air is getting sucked out, you just get healed. So technically... Wait, how does that work? You're drowning of air, but you're still okay.
Yeah, you're getting healed? Maybe there's like oxygen masks in there? Oh god, they sent another boarding drone?
Yeah, every time they get destroyed, this is kind of the problem. And then I realized, oh wait, I can't drown them of air.
Yeah. This fight's pretty nasty.
Yeah, this fight is pretty nasty. So two of the mantises hold down the droid, while the two others are destroying. Oh, look, they die. Oh yes, the rebels think they can get off with free stuff.
The United Federation of Planets.
I don't like the fact that you still gotta destroy the droid even when it's deactivated. Like, can't we just throw it out the ship's doors?
Oh, you wouldn't want to risk that. I mean, you'd be in like zero gravity and stuff like that.
Oh, I guess. Or blown out.
Yeah, you just get blown out by explosive decompression. But I guess that never happens in FTL because they want to keep the game somewhat fair for you.
Fair and simple. I don't know, maybe in FTL 2 they'll do something like that.
Hopefully they just keep upgrading this game.
Yeah, I'd definitely say just keep upgrading this game. But if they were to introduce like a bunch of new mechanics, it would definitely be in a sequel.
Yeah, because like I say, this game's adequate. Like the gameplay is functional and like perfectly good, but the problem is you get to like all the random events.
Yeah, to the point that it's predictable. To the point that it's predictable and that some events are luck based, like the crystal being and the crystal planet.
Yeah. Reminds me of the giant space crystal in Master of Orion that comes and attacks you.
Ah, oh yes, and you can't do anything about it.
Giant space crystals are actually, I thought they were a pretty significant sci-fi trope. But yeah, you just shoot missiles at it and destroy it.
Oh, you could? I haven't played that game in a while. I want to play it again because the first game was a lot of fun, especially when you do what we did and give it multiplayer.
Yeah, we would just, one of us would look at the other, or the other playing the game. We would be like our Imperial advisors.
Yes, so basically we're playing as one with like giving suggestions and ideas.
Right, like what to research, where to go next.
It's relatively fun. I'd suggest you guys give it a try too.
Master of Orion was very cheap also on goodoldgames.com.
Yes.
Really good website, except when they completely phoned it in.
Yes.
Like when they released Daikatana and said it was a good old game.
Oh, that's a good old piece of shit game, all right.
Yeah, they talked about how it was famous for its difficulty, when in reality it was famous for being a completely terrible game.
What was it? Master of Orion. Since we're on the subject of space themes, because we're commentating on this, I kind of liked Master of Orion's 2, but it didn't have the charm of Master of Orion's 1.
Yeah, my one friend that I talked about Master of Orion with offered me the opinion that Master of Orion 2 was completely unplayable. He just hated it that much.
Yeah, it kind of got real, like the micromanaging and the serious tone that it had. Like it wasn't like the first one where it was like just a fun adventure of conquering people. Oh yeah, always play with really big planet galaxy space, because when you play the really small ones, it's really boring.
Anyway, we have yet another rebel drone.
Yes, I just keep bumping into these things. Why can't they be like the drones from Star Wars, where they're just like completely utterly pathetic?
Yeah, and George Lucas even said that. Like didn't Plinkett, the Red Letter Media review, reference that?
Yeah.
Where he's like, the Jedi cut them apart like they're butter, and they really are pretty useless.
Just like, why would...
It's an interesting point.
The only reason you'd probably build those is for cost efficiency, like, oh, we're being really cheap, but we'll beat them in numbers, which technically they kind of almost won if their supercomputer wasn't beaten by a kid.
Oh god, don't get me started on those.
Yes. Let's get...
We're getting to space. Get right away from that.
We're in space, but we're not quite into the Star Wars universe. Hey, maybe there should...
Don't make me start popping out like midichlorian count jokes.
Except there's none. I don't know, maybe we'll meet some guy named George Lucas in this game and we take his ship down.
Yeah, maybe they'll do a complete like reversal, like a big revelation about the FTL universe, and then just never refer back to it again.
Yeah, like you go through a dimensional portal and you end up in the Phantom Menace era space area for like one galaxy, and it's like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, we'll realize that the fuel we're using is actually like human babies. we have to actually use human babies to fuel, and then just like the midichlorians in Star Wars, we'll never talk about it again. We'll just say it one time and be like, okay.
Well, hey, maybe the fuel is Jedi trainee childs that Anakin slices. Hey, maybe that's why he sliced them, for fuel.
Exactly. You have to be force sensitive. That has a lot of repair droids on that other ship.
Yes, it had 3 repair droids, but you know what? That's a lot better than the boarding droid or the defense droid. Actually, both.
Yeah, or like the defense droids that are still on the ship.
Yes, because they're really hard to take down, or they're almost like rocks people that you fight.
Surprised you never ran into a rock person.
I do run into one rock person, and now that you bring it up, he was trying to join me, but at this point he didn't have any skills on his resume, so he had to be fired because it was too far into the game.
You spaced him.
Yes. What's this? Someone's dying? Oh, is it Kazak? No, it's not Kazak. It's Vincent. That's kind of weird.
Poor Vincent, man.
There's a bug called Vincent, so I teleport him back because I didn't want him to die.
Yeah, it's like that TV tropes page. It's like Aerith and Bob. You'll like have all these. You'll have like all these fantasy names. I think Dune kind of did that too, where it's like you have the Duke Leto Atreides and the mighty Gurney Halleck or whatever, just like kind of weirdish names, and then you have Paul. Main character Paul.
Bob. So, what's your ultra spacey name? Oh, Bob.
I'm Paul. I'm Bob. Just imagine a bug like saying with its weird tentacles, like, "I'm Vincent. Nice to meet you."
Vincent Van Damme. Yeah, so I accepted their surrender because one of my guys was dying. So
yeah, it's pretty advantageous.
Yes, and their ship was on fire too, and if you wait long enough... Yeah, you see, it lost some health. I just wanted to wait for their ship to burn, but I was like, I'm also burning time if I do this.
I always wondered in this game why you couldn't be just a complete scumbag and accept their surrender, then attack them anyway and finish them off.
And like lower your reputation. Yeah, that'd be an option. Oh, and I get invaded by guys. I don't know how.
Yeah, just human dudes.
I don't know how they teleported onto your ship because you need a pretty big ship to house a teleporter. Or is this like...
Yeah, and not to mention, they managed to send more than 4 guys there.
Yeah.
Even though there's only 4 slots in the average teleport.
5 guys and they're all dead. Well, and what is this? Aliens but with humans? So wouldn't it be called Human? And the sequel would be called Humans? And the third one would be called Humanses?
Well, humans are aliens. To the aliens.
That is true. And
all species must be space racists.
Ah, yes, of course.
I like space racist better than xenophobe.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's a more fun word.
Because xenophobe sounds like you have a phobia, and that's not cool. A phobia is not cool.
Yeah, it's irrational fear. You don't have irrational fear. I don't hate the muties, you know, for an irrational reason.
As long as they're not assholes and they're cool about stuff, I'm cool with it. But also make sure you smell nice, because if you stink, you really stink.
Okay, so... Yeah, I also like how in Mass Effect, for the space races, going back to the space racism theme, in Mass Effect there's the one species that's sure to make friends with everyone really quickly. And that's the all-female race that can have sex with anybody. They're sure to... No. They're sure to make friends pretty fast around the galaxy.
It kind of sounds like hippies, and I'm not saying hippies are bad, but it's just like when I think like someone that just accepts everything, it's like that sounds very much like a hippie.
Well, that's well, the way they operate is that Asari can mate with anybody, but they like fuse your minds together, and they use other species genetic codes to randomize their genes, and that helps them keep variety, because if they just mate with each other, then they keep the same gene pool, and it's harmful to them.
Huh, kind of like humans.
Yeah, where you don't like inbreed among families, except it's the whole species.
Because that's just kind of disturbing, and Japan's kind of into that. But don't go any further. Let's not go any further. And I'm not saying all Japanese people are all like that. However, you are kind of known for that. But I'm not gonna say anything because I do have a few Japanese friends, and they're cool about it. Because we make fun of it.
Oh God, I shudder to imagine. Oh, but hey, we're almost done.
Yes, at this point, I thought it was like, oh, we're finally at the final area. Wait, no, we still got one more world to visit? What is this, Kamen Rider Decade?
I also like how the galaxy is in a patchwork arrangement.
I do like how it's random, and I really need to scout the area a little better, because sometimes I'll end up at dead ends.
Right.
And then be like, oh, I gotta trace back, and oh, the rebels coming. Oh, by the way, this ship has the drones that can shoot down lasers, which I don't know which. I think it's the Mark II drones.
Yeah, they can shoot out like one laser.
Ah, which is also what harbors back to Oh, see, there's a rock person that was a prisoner, but look at his resume. It sucks. I kind of wish when you picked up new people, they'd have like a resume, like their skills.
The Mantis Sophia.
Yeah. See, her resume is really good in the engine.
Yeah, you're gonna find her in a barn somewhere.
See, I almost jumped without my crew. Thank God it asked me.
It's just like, hey, where did we go?
Where did our boarding crew go? Why did they instantly die? Couldn't I go back and grab them? But the drones that shoot down lasers and missiles, this goes back to like why you want bombs, because they can only miss, but they can never be shot down. So that's why you should have some.
There's no consistent way to play around them. You just either get lucky or you die.
You either hit or miss. You don't get intercepted.
I also like how I think it's the long range scanner lets you see which other sectors the sector you're going to connects to.
No, you can already see that before the long range scan, or does it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because right off the bat you can already see like where it links up to. I believe.
Okay, you can see where yours leads up to, but can you see where the adjacent?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you could, and if that's not the case, then yeah, go get the long range scanner. It's even more useful there.
Yeah, get the long range scanner no matter what.
Cause I thought the long range scanner only did two things, and that was detect ships and detect anomalies.
Anomalies like the
supernova, or the ion storms, which are terrible because they could shut down your oxygen supply.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, the only thing this ship does not have is a cloaking system, but it has everything else. So most of the stuff is paid for.
Yeah, I don't know. I never saw the value in the cloaking system, but then again, I didn't do very well playing this game.
But I'm just gonna say the cloaking system is useful, but you don't need it.
Oh wow, you're low on fuel.
Yeah, I realized at this point it's like, oh shit, I'm low on fuel. I thought I was gonna be trapped and had to put out a beacon, but I get lucky, I think, from these guys. Oh, hey, look, is it the NG and the Mantises?
It is the NG and the Mantises. I guess the Mantises hire the NG to pilot their ships.
Look at where they decided to teleport to.
into the med bay.
What's wrong with you people? Or what's wrong with you bugs? Are you that... Look, I know you were tiny at one point, but you surely grew your brains out.
Yeah, what kind of a evolution path is this? Like creatures that were on Earth somehow went into space and became sentient.
They're smart enough to do that, but they're not smart enough to get medic bays or like not go into an area of... If they're so good at combat, they should also be strategically good at combat.
They don't have a medic bay either.
I guess it's more challenging that way. Well, here on Earth, we call that being stupid.
Yeah, and you're about to kill all of them, pretty much.
Yes, look, they're just gone, and then they bring backup. And that Mantis just doesn't care. Now he has... At this point, yeah, you see how I almost destroyed the ship? If your guys are on the ship and you accidentally blow it up, well, they're gone.
Oh god. I'm surprised that hasn't happened.
That almost happened.
Did it happen sometimes when you were trying to get the successful run?
Yes. Yes, and I'm like, damn it! And it was like near the end, so I had to restart because there was no way I could, like, work with just 4 people.
Yeah, completely without your boarding crew. Like how this one dude goes into, like, the room full of 4 mantises.
Yes. And that's kind of weird. Like, I have a choice of teleporting to where I want. You'd think these guys would teleport where it's advantageous.
Yeah, they just don't. You decide there it's a better idea to let the air out.
Yes, and close the door when they break through. So at this point, I think I upgraded the doors afterwards.
Yeah, so it's harder to break through them.
Yeah, so they can suffocate. I have killed a few people with suffocation.
Yeah, or just make them weaker. That's all you really need.
Yeah, that's another thing. You can make them weaker. Too bad you can't, like, have, like, something to stun them and, like, immobilize them for your guys to attack.
Or just, like, flat out shoot them out into space.
Yeah. Just something to freshen combat up a little bit. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the combat here. It's just, could have a little bit more variety.
Or turn it into part first-person shooter, where you can control your men directly.
Oh, we're finally at the last
Just
stand.
kidding.
And here they give me 10 fuel, so now I'm pretty safe.
By the way, what's the weakness of the Rebel fleet? I completely missed it.
Their flagship. Which,
okay.
I don't know why that's the case. I guess it's kind of going back to the Star Wars thing, where you got this one motherboard that controls all the droids.
Yeah. That is pretty silly, though. Like, you had to go all the way across the galaxy to tell them that. You could just call them on your cell phone or whatever.
And you know what? Why couldn't I just attack them right off the bat? Well, aside from not being fully upgraded, I'd get all the way here for that to happen. But then again, I guess they have a giant fleet.
Yeah, I don't know why they just don't attack you with their giant fleet instead of, you know, sending the mothership against you where it could be destroyed.
Or maybe it's like they all have to be behind the mothership, like we can't go past the mothership, or else we'd be acting in defiance and taking up leadership.
That'd be kind of illogical.
Wait, illogical or logical?
That'd be illogical. I mean, just because you're ahead. You know, you want cannon fodder up ahead. The infantry.
And scouts, because they obviously have like rebel-controlled space areas, which are really boring.
Oh yeah, something I learned from Law and Order is actually that the term infantry comes from the Romans, who would put the youngest soldiers up on, in the front of the battlefield because they were the most expendable.
Until they get more experience, and then they're not expendable.
Yeah, but they don't tend to get more experience when they die because they're in the front. Catch-22.
Circular logic.
Okay, so I guess you're just gonna go straight up and fight.
Yes.
Rebel ship right now.
With as much health as I can. I try to get to the store too to see if I can buy anything, but of course I keep running into the rebel fleet.
Yeah, they're like really, really thick around here. I remember one of these fights actually leading up to the rebel flagship gave me more trouble than the actual flagship itself.
Yeah, because they're trying to like wear you down, and your rebel fleet or your Federation fleet does nothing to help.
Yeah, there practically is no Federation fleet. Like, you're the entire Federation right now.
Yeah, I should be running this thing. Where's my strategic element?
Yeah, you get all the burdens of being the Federation, but you get none of the benefits.
Other than just the Federation ship. And even when you have the Federation ship, you still get no benefits.
By the way, the Mantis is like spitting acid at people. Like, is that what they're supposed to be doing there?
What, the Mantises?
Yeah, like right now when they're fighting, they're
spitting
something.
That's a pretty scary thought. Maybe inflict a poison effect.
Yeah, like they're spitting acid. Maybe that's why they're so strong in fighting.
Because I assume they have Mantises like Scythe on their hands. That's why they're doing double damage.
I saw that. The dude walked through the engine and just got blown up by a laser as soon as he walked in. It's just like, I gotta away from these guys, I gotta away from Mantises. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Boom!
Room explode.
You know, if the laser is able to damage the room, doesn't that mean there's a hole in this ship?
Yeah. But, I don't know, maybe it was just the impact of the shot.
That dislodged like the TV and it smashed his head.
Oh, the things we don't see.
Oh, look, I still have 200 parts, or scraps. And, wait, did I? Oh, no, don't tell me upgrade. I fucking upgrade. Oh, well, at this point, who cares?
Oh, going to the Rebel flagship.
I'm trying to find out where it's going, because it seems like it's going there, but guess what? It's not them.
Yeah, you just like switched places with them. Like you passed by each other in like hyperspace. You're like, hey dude, how's it going? And then you just run into them.
Hey, how's it going, Rebel flagship? Oh wait, you're not the Rebel flagship. What's the WTF?
Yeah, it's one of those things that you can't make it happen, but it's funny when it happens.
WTF? Warp to Far Side.
That's the sequel to FTL.
Yes.
I like how they keep sending like guys one after another instead of just giving up the shields.
Yeah, and just like they keep retreating. Oh, look, they're all dead. I was gonna say they keep retreating to the medical room.
I know that I would mess up. Like, if I use this strategy, I would definitely leave my guys behind. Because I'm terrible with, like, methodical things you have to do every single time.
Alright, now for some actual strategy against a flagship. Do not kill the second guy on the turret from the left. Kill everyone but him. You'll see what I mean. But basically, if you killed everyone on the ship, the super mega computer takes over and he has super drones that come after you. That was my mistake the first time. I thought I was being clever by taking out the entire crew, but then the super computer comes out.
Why don't they just use that from the beginning?
I know! I guess, humanity wants to keep it under control and they don't want to lose. But anyways.
I guess.
Yeah, and definitely take out the missile guy, because he does... Those missiles are like the deadliest thing in this game.
Yeah, because you can't block them with shields.
Yes, because they penetrate right through your shields.
Yeah, this is the thing that bugged me the first time was that I didn't know there were multiple forms to this boss.
Yes.
There are a lot of multiple forms to this boss.
Yes, there's 3 forms to this boss, and that's kind of what threw me off, because, like, I beat the first form to my final health, and then it's like, there's another one? I lost my crew, I lost this, and oh, I'm so screwed.
Yeah, because, you pull out all the stops to try and, fight what you think is the final boss, but it turns out there's just more waiting for you.
Kind of like saving your missile launchers for in case there's a bigger crab around the corner.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, is Yahtzee. It's like you're sitting on a nuclear arsenal to shame North Korea, but you're flicking pellets at the giant robot crab, because there might be another bigger giant robot crab just around the corner.
Well, in this case, it's true.
Yeah, this is the tiny robot crab we're fighting right now.
Yes, and it's funny because when he breaks down, he becomes a bigger giant robot crab. But, wait, what?
Yeah, it gets more and more dangerous.
As it gets smaller?
Yeah, it's like how in certain games you'll have like you'll have females wearing less armor that's more protective.
Oh yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because their bare skin like absorbs more oxygen, so that it becomes a lot sturdier. That was one theory I made up, but it was like,
less is more when it comes to these things.
Yeah, but anyways, going back to the battle at hand, you see how the breach bomb just blew up their cloaking device instantly? Yeah, that's why you want breach bomb Mark II, because it instantly destroys a room. You'll see me use it against the medical room.
Yeah, the breach bombs are not anything I ever ran into, but it's really random.
If you do, I highly recommend getting and investing into it, because they're really good against this boss fight. Yeah, you see me... You're gonna see me use it on the shield room so my lasers can actually do some damage.
Yeah, and you never used missiles before, so...
I've used missiles before, but they tend to miss on this boss fight, especially when, like, taking out the engine is really difficult.
Yeah.
So my Mantis guys are done, send them back, and then send them to destroy everything else. Oh, also... go on.
Oh, because for this fight I had, like, 2 ion cannons shooting at him, and it was immensely irritating because he just kept, he would keep dodging the shots, and so I'd be like, oh, his shield's gonna go down, his shield's gonna go down, oh, it just regenerated again. Oh, my thing missed him again, now he's back at the full shield. I just had to keep waiting.
Yes. Also, do not take out the oxygen room, because that would kill everyone, and thus activating the supercomputer.
I can't believe they have that failsafe in there.
Yeah, it's it's more for the game's sake than the universe it's in, because, well...
I guess it makes sense, because, then the other forms couldn't fight you either, because there's no crew.
Yes. Maybe this is like the Borg, and that's why they have a computer.
Maybe? I don't know. Are these actually like Borg people? And we're not seeing their mechanical parts?
Yeah, and oh, watch the breach bomb here. Instantly destroyed. Now they can't heal.
Yeah, it just kills the dude that was coming in there.
Yeah, he was like, oh god, I need some Tylenol. Ah!
Murray on repair duty. Just screwed him over.
Yeah, and plus it makes breaches holes into their...
I gotta wonder what that one cannon guy is thinking right now. Just sitting there like, I gotta keep working, gotta keep working, gotta keep working.
I'm doing a good job. And here I blow up the door next, because that's beneficial, because they have level 3 doors, and that's really hard to deal with. I think I killed everyone! Yes, everyone's dead except for that guy in the turret, because he's doing a good job. I let that poor retarded egg fight.
Now you just sit there and destroy the rest of their ship.
Yes. And then I realized I should just get lasers and just shoot everything, because your invaders will only do 1 damage to the ship, and you just see me chilling. The guy at the turret is just like, I'm doing a good job. I let that poor retarded egg go fight.
Oh God, he's just sitting there. He's like, okay, oh, 2 of them hit this time. Oh, their shields are back.
Man, hey, what's going on down there? Why are we not shooting?
Please respond.
Oh, I guess we must be encountering interference. I am so neglecting my crew. And look, everything's just being destroyed.
You methodically like destroy every single ship, or except the oxygen room, obviously, to keep the guy alive.
Yes, and not trigger the supercomputer.
Yeah, you got this. You're basically this guy's guardian angel right now. Like, you're keeping him alive. He doesn't know why.
He has good karma. Oh no, it's just you're standing in the perfect spot.
Right. The spot that's completely isolated from everything else.
And doesn't do that much damage, because my lasers can, or not my laser, my shields can protect me.
Yeah. I like how he managed to hit all 3 laser shots there, but it doesn't even matter.
Yes, because he's not shooting it fast enough. Thankfully.
Yeah. The Rebel ship's ridiculous, by the way, because it gets to run all these systems, whereas you couldn't. You're at the maximum amount of power you can have, and you couldn't run all that.
Oh yeah, that's very true. And plus, why can't I get a ship that big? And you can't get those weapons either.
Yeah, I guess the AI has to have an inherent disadvantage, because obviously you expect the human to be smarter.
Or so the computer says. So that part breaks off, teleports away, and see, if I left the guy living on that left side, he would have automatically died, because, well, there's no place for him to live. So I try to make my way to the store to go heal up, because that battle wasn't too bad, but it's better to be safe than not.
Okay, so you warp, and it turns out he warped alongside you.
I think so. Yes, he did.
Oh, the drones. This is actually my least favorite part of the fight.
It's my least favorite part too, but this fight went rather well. Also, there is a drone that does heal your ship, so you don't have to pay for repairs. Ugh. Luckily, I take out the remote control quickly before
Before the breacher can really do any damage.
Yes. And since there's nobody repairing the drone system or the drone signal, I don't have to worry.
Oh, wait a minute, that guy. The crew stays dead.
Yes.
From fight to fight? That's ridiculous. This fight's gonna be really easy now.
It is. We're just watching the funniest parts of this fight going on.
Oh yeah, I like how you just sends like 5 million drones over your way.
Yeah, that's the power surge, and that's really annoying.
It gets worse in the next fight.
Yeah, because he just like I'm not gonna say that joke, but he just fires a bunch of lasers everywhere.
Yeah, he gets the ultra mega super weapon that can't be dodged.
Yeah, and
avoided.
Here's the thing I was talking about. You have to get rid of the boarding drone before you can actually fix the hole.
Oh yeah, your guy's just like, I can't fix that hull breach until this thing is destroyed.
It's so distracting. I mean, it's a boarding drone.
It's just like it's gonna kill me if I don't do it. Even though it's not moving, it's gonna kill everything.
The only ones that aren't distracted are the repair droids. The ones that are on the ship, not the drones.
Yeah, he'll just sit there and he'll be like, hey dude, how's it going? So you come here often? Well, just while he's repairing the hull breach.
And he's like, you want to go out for some oil and nuts later? What? You don't like oil?
Quiet type?
Yeah, so what do you do in your day job? I kind of repair stuff. You kind of look like you need some repairs too.
I like how they're missing they're like 50 drones next to your ship, but they're missing every shot.
Yeah, but my engine, whoever's driving the ship is really good, apparently.
Yeah, it's just like, I imagine like bobbing and weaving through all these drones, like this. I don't know. This has the makings of like a Star Wars film. Just doesn't have the budget.
Now, if only I didn't turn off the music, or maybe I can add something epic through this, like the TIE Fighter fight. The dun 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 dun.
Well, I thought for a second you were humming the Waxworks theme,
Dun, 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 dun. Hey, are you Hitman? Are you foreshadowing a future Let's Play of Waxworks?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I thought so. Cause who's gonna play it on the Amiga, which has way better sound?
Oh god, it does. It's like rock music.
It's like orchestral awesome.
It's really cool, yeah. Somehow the Amiga just got really lucky over the DOS system.
Yeah, I guess the Amiga, the girlfriend, got a bunch of stuff. So I send all
the girlfriend. Oh, that's so sad.
Oh, Amigo is guy friend and Amiga is girlfriend.
Right.
Anyways, I send power to the engine, so now my guy can have even a higher chance of dodging. And I'm just playing around with.
Just use the breach bombs to make the fight go faster, even though you don't really need them.
Yeah, and he's dead for now. He's getting into a slightly bigger crab despite being smaller.
I like how he lost like a tiny piece of the other side of there.
Huh. How come I don't get to, like, lose parts on my ship? So I heal.
Yeah, I died. It's just a one and done, you know.
So I heal and,
Oh, the halberd beam. That's my favorite weapon.
Yeah, but I didn't get it because obviously I had such a great advantage.
You have a good setup already?
So now I'm trying to locate him. And it's like, he's just right next to me, next to the store.
Yeah, you just can't see him.
Maybe he went to the store to buy, like, repairs, that's why.
Oh, and then you have to fight, you have to start the fight over again.
Yes! How does he... Well, if I can instantly repair, I guess he's doing the same thing.
Yeah. Neat thing about those overshields that they start the fight with is that they block missiles too.
They block everything and you can't teleport into them, and you gotta like just basically drain them down. But any hit you do to them, no matter how weak or strong, it does the same amount of damage.
And they don't regenerate?
Or maybe not. But as you can see, the overshield went down pretty quickly.
Yeah. Good thing about the overshields, they don't regenerate at all.
And here is where this guy's luck comes to an end. Well, not right off the bat, but I guess.
Yeah, once the ship is destroyed, obviously.
Yeah, because if I take him out right now, guess what? Supercomputer.
I thought you were gonna do that at the end, just like, hey, here's some challenge.
Last second challenge.
This is where the super weapon comes in.
Yeah, but I didn't do it just so I don't like screw it up, like for some reason. Oh yeah, see, he blasts a bunch of laser shots at you, which is a little more dangerous than the drone.
He just misses.
Yes, and that's kind of weird.
You sustained 2 points of hull damage this whole fight.
And it's kind of weird. He fires everywhere, like in a circular radius spread. How does it all land up on me? Do they home in?
Well, they're tracking missiles. Yeah, they must be.
Tracking laser beams? Huh.
Yeah. Haven't you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I have, but I
don't understand how a beam of light is like tracking.
Maybe they're like it's bouncing off like mirrors in space. I don't know.
Your lasers are also awfully slow for lasers. Because, you know, laser is light, so they should go at the speed of light.
Well, the laser beams go pretty fast.
Yeah, the beams go fast. They're like actual proper lasers. These things are just like plasma bolts.
Yeah. Except they're lasers.
So everyone in the galaxy is basically lying, and they're actually plasma when they're supposed to be lasers.
Yeah, they should just call it plasma. It'd make a lot more sense.
I don't actually know. Maybe when you make lasers more powerful, they get slower.
Like laser shells?
Oh, they actually don't. Now that I think of it, the c is the constant, the speed of light.
Well, then again...
There's your science lesson.
I was gonna say, we're not really scientists, we just play video games.
Well, my watching Stargate SG-1 makes me an expert.
Ah, you're a graduate. You're a graduate of it.
Yeah, pretty much. You take 1 damage to this whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, this fight went super well. Thank you, Breakrom.
I could have sworn he had that beam that just cut across everything and couldn't be blocked.
Oh wait, you're right. I don't think he has that, thankfully. But yeah, that's FTL. And look, WizWar100, Thomas, Zeramar, Vincent, Jax, Kazak.
Jax. The Jax. If I had noticed that there was Jax, I would have made so many more League references. My fellow League players, please forgive me.
Oh, speaking of music I didn't include, I did put something in the credits because it was really quiet. So...
Are you actually going to take credit for that when you, in reality, you couldn't turn off the music in credits?
What?
Are you actually going to take credit for putting it in there, even though it was already in there?
I guess not. I'll just say like, oh, hey, I'm playing music here, which I am.
Or we could cut this out. What we're saying. I don't know. You have the editing power. I mean, you could just.
I got the power. I'm in control.
You could just cut out everything we're saying.
Yeah. But yeah, that's FTL. So we're done. But we're gonna keep talking.
First successful playthrough.
Yes, I was very surprised. It was kind of like a freak accident.
We're not going to do the MST3K thing where we make fun of the people's names.
Probably not. I mean, I was thinking about it, but it's like, might as well record the credits so that, you know, to be complete.
Yeah, and we'll give credit to the people that... Okay, by the way, this guy's name is Shifty Eyes Shady. Chris Shifty Eyes Shady Selton. We know you.
Who's this guy? Asian? And then there's...
You've got Shifty Eyes and you're Shady?
There's Christopher Expendable. Was he expendable on the team?
Okay, well I guess we'll leave everyone to read these things for themselves.
Yep, while listening to Star Fox music. Star Fox Assault music.
Well, signing off, Wiz&Hitman.
Well, yeah, unless we have something else to say, but we're probably gonna...
Do you?
We're probably just gonna mumble off. Oh, wait. Alright, now that this is over, what do you have planned for our next LP co-commentary?
Well...
Or am I gonna have to hold you at gunpoint for that?
Well, you kind of have been pressuring me to keep recording it.
Well, in a sense, just, keeping you on schedule, I guess.
It should be done. It should be done fast enough.
Yeah. So...
But stay tuned for more.
From WizWar
and Hitman.
Yes, so I hope you enjoyed this commentary over FTL and Faster Than Light. I know this video didn't go faster than light, but hey, what are you gonna do? We had to slow it down to 2 hours. Or I did. Yeah, you wanna
That was a good place to end. Yeah, that was a good place to end. No, we're good.
Yeah, I know. I guess, I mean, I can't really think of anything else to say, not like some backstory to this game or what.
Yeah. Yep, cutting off my recording right now. Unless you need more.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, I didn't really have anything to say. I'll just let the video play out.
Okay, let's do it.
And then going to edit some stuff, like bleeping out me, spoiling some small stuff. I think it should be up. I think like if I was to upload it now, it would take up until 2 days later, so Thursday.
Yeah. It would take a while.
I think this went pretty well. Not super successful, but I think it works out.
It was decent, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
better than I expected.
I mean, 1/3 the way we were kind of running out of stuff, running out of like thought.
And we were talking over each other constantly, which I big problem. For me, I guess it's easier when you're in person with the other person. You can tell when they're about to talk, doing body language and stuff.
I guess, but I was looking at our audio, and we were pretty well spaced apart, so I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Okay. Well, I have it as a WAV file.
Yeah, definitely a good idea, especially for higher quality stuff. I mean, it's a big file, but for voice recordings, definitely WAV file.
Hey, where do you get used to editing?
When am I gonna edit it? I think, I'm probably gonna edit it now.
What are you gonna use? What program are you using?
Sony Vegas.
Okay, Sony Vegas uses WAV files, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if a video editing program does not use WAV, then it's a pretty big piece of shit.
Yeah, I remember Adobe Premiere, when I used it, couldn't do that.
Really? Well, good thing I don't use it anymore, even though I have it.
It was just a proprietary thing. Like, it couldn't use files in Windows because it wasn't allowed.
Well, that's kind of dumb, but this kind of makes Windows Movie Maker slightly more sophisticated in the sound department.
Yeah. This sax music at the end is awesome.
It's Space Channel 5. I thought it was very fitting because it was in space.
Did you put music in here, or is this from the people game?
Oh, I put music in the game.
Oh.
I said that in the beginning. Like it was really boring because it was really silent, so I decided to put my own music.
Oh. Oh, I thought you were taking credit for the game, dude.
Nope.
You might as well cut that last part out then.
Wait, cut which part?
The part where I'm like, you're not really taking credit for this game.
Oh, I didn't understand what you were talking about, so...
Well, that's what I was talking about.
Okay, well, yeah, so there's my score.
Oh, it's a good score. It's like 39.
Oh, I got 3rd place, apparently. I've been this run, so...
Cool. I'm gonna send you a file.
Alright, and then I can start getting to editing this.
Okay, it's document.
And my best ship was also the Basilisk.
Basilisk. Oh god.
Yes.
The word Basilisk just has bad stuff.
Oh yes, you were telling me about Dark Souls, which I still need to get around to playing after I stop Metal Gear.
Is that speaking of a file?
Oh, damn, that's pretty big, but I'll figure something out.
Okay. What if I, exported it as a MP3?
It would roughly be the same. Well, send me this one anyways, because it's high quality, it's higher quality, and that's why it's so big, because it's keeping all that quality.
Oh god, this is gonna take forever.
Oh boy, yeah.
1 day.
1 week.
5 days. We gotta complete it.
Well, once we stop the call, it should go by a little faster, but, damn! What? Well, then again, I guess it was like 2 hours worth of, commentary. Let's hope we never have to do a 3-hour one.
Yeah, according to my Audacity, on my Audacity file, it says I have space to record 371 more hours.
Well, on mine, it says, 285 hours and 2 minutes.
Well, clearly I'm superior because
You have a bigger hard on drive. And so, yeah, I'll just get this file soon.
Okay, free online file sharing. I'm actually gonna try and look up. Okay, so there's 3 simple ways to send
Okay,
a file.
bye.